The majority of the ones that we see are usually from human interaction, so like boat strikes or fish hooks or fishing gear wrapped around them.
And ER for sea creatures? Saving the lives of these guys. Next on Project Earth.
The Virginia Aquarium and Marine Science Center is an amazing place where visitors can experience aquatic habitats from Virginia and around the globe. But some of their most interesting and important work happens here at this nondescript building miles from tourists. This is the Stranding Response Program, and for the last 25 years, they've saved thousands of animals.
The Stranding Response Program works with sea turtles and marine mammals. Marine mammals include seals, whales, dolphins, porpoises, and the occasional manatee in this area. This is lasagna. We have a pasta naming theme for our diseased turtles this year. Lasagna was a turtle that was actually caught in a gill net and was taken to a home by the person that owned the gill net. And then they decided that maybe keeping it in their bathtub wasn't such a good idea, so they called us. We've done blood work and taken radiographs, and so once our vet gets to look at all of those numbers, we'll decide whether it needs to stay in rehab or can be released. And that's really the goal of all of this work here with turtles, is to eventually release them out into the wild. We see a lot of vessel trauma with sea turtles. They are very cryptic in the water. They spend most of their time underwater. Our water here is not very clear. So when a turtle comes up to breathe, often you don't see it until the very last second. And if you're in a boat going kind of fast, there's very little chance to avoid it. The turtle that we got some images of today, Pastina, has a small gash on the head that's most likely some sort of a boat strike. A really hard blow to the head can cause a lot of internal bleeding. And we see animals that have head trauma, that have unusual response to stimuli, or they just kind of seem to be a little bit out of it. And that's because they probably have some bleeding in the head, and they need to recover from that.
All the work here leads up to the best moments for the team, when the turtles are released back into their natural habitat.
It's a real feel-good experience. You put them down on the sand and they kind of look to the left and look to the right, and sometimes spin around in a circle, and all of a sudden you can see it. They're like, oh, I'm home, and then they take off.
I thought when I first started here, I thought that I would be really sad to watch them go because you do get a little attached, but it's the best feeling.
Our mission for rehabilitated turtles is to release them back into the wild. And when we can do that, it feels good.